Welcome back, Silver Bull fans. Welcome back to Silver Bull channel. Hope you're enjoying the ride silver's going on at the moment. Got up to 35. It's dropped back a little, but certainly looking very positive for silver. And that brings us into consideration of numismatics. And there's some numismatics being sold out there in shops, but they haven't changed the price in response to the change in the underlying bullion value, and it's getting within reach now that buying these coins, even though they've got a numismatic premium on, is not a bad idea. For example, you buy a 1 ounce coin on eBay and you can be paying $40, $45, and then you've got to pay at least $5 in postage, so you're paying $50 for an ounce anyhow, quite over the spot of 35. So these numismatics, if you can pick them up at a local store, you've got no postage to pay. This one was expensive, it was $50, which is retail price. It's the 1911 Kangaroo series from the Royal Australian Mint. I'll talk about that soon. You know, it comes in an airtight. It's got a, well, they're worth $5 alone. I saved on the postage. There's $10, so you knock $10 off the price, and suddenly you're not that much over spot. You're about $5 over spot, and you think, well, that's not such a bad deal, really. And the numismatic premium's basically been eaten up by what you save in postage and that. So sometimes going to local coin shops isn't a bad idea. Alright, this coin's 1 ounce of fine silver. You can see it's got a frosted finish, which means they sandblast that surface to get that, you get the polished silver, and then you get that frosted look in it. Probably doesn't come up as well as it should on recording, but certainly in person it looks good. You get a little holographic display there, added proof that this isn't a counterfeited coin, and you get a little bit of description about it. We'll just have a quick look at that. So for those of you who normally just buy bullion coins, for example, kookaburras, koalas, eagles, maples, things of that nature, it may even be time to start considering some of the numismatics if some of the dealers out there, as you know, some of your retail stores don't, they put a price label on it and they leave it in the cabinet. They don't change the price every day, so they don't care so long as they get a profit on what they bought it for. So some of these numismatics are coming into play now, and this one's a silver frosted allied rock wallaby. It comes from the Royal Australian Mint. Perth Mint's over in Perth in Western Australia. The Royal Australian Mint, if I'm correct, is in ACT, it's in Canberra. And they also produce coins, but they're just more into numismatic coins. They're not much into bullion, but of course you can get, there's their website, www.ramint.gov.au, the Royal Australian Mint. There's fine silver, 99.9, 1 troy ounce, and it's mintage of 20,000 coins. So as I said, I'm not buying it really for the numismatic value, though it's good to have a different coin in my collection. I'm buying it for the silver bullion underneath, and it just had to be, it was just handy. It was at a local store, so I didn't have to go hunting or whatever. I saw it and I thought, alright, let's think of the bottom line here, as you always do. And I thought, well, that's not too bad. It's not too bad over spot when I consider the cost of an airtight's about $5 and the cost of postage is about $5 if I'm buying a single coin. Wasn't too bad a deal. And that's my thoughts on numismatics. Don't automatically cut them out. My thoughts on silver generally, it is going ballistic. I wouldn't be surprised to see, though I'd be very surprised if we didn't see $50 silver this year, and I wouldn't be surprised to see $100 silver this year. But, that said, I say that with a warning. The warning is this: if we have another crash, which, you know, it looks to be just a matter of time, there's that much debt around, it's just not funny, and they're not getting rid of it, they're just shifting it from one person to another or trying to push it on the taxpayer, and that's only going to end up in more pain for everyone, instead of just cutting the debt loose and saying we'll start again and having genuine growth. Too rich to fail, as Celente calls them. These bankster gangsters, they don't want to make a loss like the rest of us, so they don't want to fail. All I can say is if there is another crash in the stock market, you will see industrial demand die in the arse, alright? Expect it. And with that, the silver price will die down. And if that happens, load up the boat, because they're going to have to turn to silver to be the only real currency, along with gold, that we have, because everyone will realise the paper game's up. So, if you already hold silver, great. If it takes a dive, do not panic. Do not panic. Expect it. If you've got some extra reserves, load up. But that's not a guarantee. Even though industrial demand may die, you may find that investor demand picks up almost simultaneously and there is no drop in silver. So that's another possibility. There's two scenarios. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just seeing what's happened in the market before and trying to guess what's going to happen again. I'll call it somewhat of an educated guess, but it's not, the past doesn't always predict the future 100%, but it does give us some ideas about what will happen. Okay, there's a different coin for you, Royal Australian Mint, a Kangaroo series. This isn't actually a kangaroo, it's a rock wallaby. Wallaby is a smaller type of kangaroo, basically. They're called wallabies. Not quite sure what's the difference between the species, but normally a wallaby's a lot smaller, kangaroos are a lot bigger. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave your comments. If you enjoyed the channel, subscribe. And remember, as I buy silver, I will show it to you as you go on the stacking journey with me. And I hope you appreciate some different coins that I'm showing you. Remember, happy stacking, and I'm in it for the ounces, so I'm still going to buy because I don't like fiat. Unless I can put it into another tangible asset like land, or a house. That's my long-term philosophy on it. Everyone has their own different things. Some people are in for a quick kill. Some just want to hold it forever and a day as like a pension fund. Whatever you do, make sure it suits your own personal circumstances. Have a happy day and keep stacking.